Internally, we know that the United States will solve our problems with their money. And we are always asking for them to solve our problems. Say, for instance, this problem of the immigrants to the United States. It's an internal problem. I mean, it's our problem. We don't create jobs. So the people have to go out, to go to the United States to get a job there. But it's our problem to solve that.
The old lament says, "Poor Mexico, so far from God, so near to the United States." This is Tijuana, just over the California border. You drive down glittering Highway 5 from Los Angeles, past the movie studios, the great aerospace industries, Disneyland, the millionaire country clubs, and Richard Nixon's hideout. Then suddenly all these modern wonders disappear as you cross the border and there are potholes and open sewers and begging children and other tourists. Hey presto, you have left the most developed nation on earth, and you're in what they call a developing nation, which means, of course, that here objects and not people are being developed. And because Mexico is so close to the United States, which sets the pattern and scale of expectations, the fate of the majority, who are not beneficiaries of the system, seems infinitely worse.
Tijuana and the nearby spa of Agua Caliente have been oases for tired Americans since Prohibition times. And the big names of Hollywood, like Clark Gable and Gloria Swanson, came down to gamble at the casinos. Rita Hayworth learned to dance here. And Al Capone and the boys took refuge here. Today, it's rather a sad, tacky little place, with that great Mexican passion and sense of history, sublimated for a few bucks. But Mexicans, being Mexicans, retain their patience and humanity and their wry sense of humor. They call Tijuana Pozo del Mundo, brothel to the world, or rather brothel to America. With your dollars, you can come down in the morning and get laid multiracially, married, divorced, aborted, and be back in time for happy hour. Midwestern businessmen hold their conventions here, Rotarians their lunches.
They never see where the people live, and most of the people live in hovels spilling down the hillside, overlooking America. Some of them are employed in the 400 American factories that are allowed to operate on the Mexican side of the border as legal sweatshops. The workers are mostly young women who make 40 pence an hour or less. The raw materials are imported from America, and the assembled product is sold back, duty-free. When President Carter came to Mexico, President Lopez Portillo told him, "We do not wish to view our history